Hey y'all, hey, what's up? It is tea time with your girl TG the LPC, and that's right, it is Wisdom Wednesday. We have a great show for you today. So we are learning wisdom from women who have walked through the fire. And this show will be featuring Crystal Crumbley, who is here with me, and wisdom from Larae Hilton. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the wisdom that Miss Larae gave me. I'm just going to read it because I want to make sure that I don't get anything wrong. I don't want to mix her words. I don't want to paraphrase. So I'm going to read it. She says, "The wisdom I would give to other women is to trust God no matter how hot the flames get, even if your flesh is burning off. Continue to trust God. He knows the why. We just have to honor Him and trust Him. We may never know the why, but we are guaranteed to endure. He will bring us through the fire and restore what may have been damaged." So, in the words of Larae, just trust God, go through the fire because He's going to see you through. So that is her wisdom. And now I'm going to introduce, so I'm going to do a little turning of my table. And we're going to introduce Miss Crystal Crumbley. It's not often that we actually get to sit together. We're usually on different screens in whatever aspect, but she was able to, we got to hang out today, y'all. So that was fun.
Real time.
But I'm going to ask her a few questions and then we'll go from there. But as always, if you guys have any wisdom on how you got through your fire, your hardship, your broken heart, whatever it may be, drop it in the comments so that you can help us all out. All right, so without further ado, Crystal. So we're talking about wisdom from someone that has been through the fire. I've known you for a long time, and I know some of your fires, right? A lot of us have had more than one fire. So I'm gonna first ask you if you would like to share a fire. It could be any fire that you want. However, you do not have to. I'll ask you the other questions after that. So if you would like to share with our viewers something that was a fire for you, you can go ahead and share it, and then we'll talk about how you overcame.
Okay. First, I just want to say thank you, sis, for inviting me. It's always an honor to sit with this woman of wisdom. And so what I would share as my fire that I have successfully made it through would be going through a divorce. And just the shifting of dynamics in the family, and not too long after that, my dad passing away. So all of that combined was just that was one of them big fires.
Yeah,
and you got to call the whole fire department. So I had a team, so that was.
Yeah, got to call some reinforcement on those fires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we can have little fires, small fires, and little kitchen fires, and then like the whole house, the village is burning down. So that was a fire that was catching other things on fire. So.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that and your vulnerability. What part of yourself did you have to let die in order to survive or heal? I'll ask it again. What part of yourself did you have to let go of or die in order to heal?
So, that's heavy. The part of me that I had to let die in order to survive this fire was that was my plan. Like I had to let it go because I had this whole idea of how I thought my life was going to be, what I really hoped for, and it just did not. It didn't go that way. And in order to move past and go through this fire that I believe God allowed for my pruning and purging for His glory, I had to let go of the idea of my life that I thought it was supposed to be. I had to let go of my whole concept of how I thought things should be, how I thought, my life should have gone, and who should have did what, and who should have showed up and stayed, or who should still be here, and all of those things. God is sovereign and He knows what He's doing. And so in order to just it was kind of like I was resisting going through the fire. I was kind of trying to, even within the fire, trying to shift and make it go the way that I wanted it to go, or the way that seemed like it was the right way to me. But God knows best. And so when I finally just kind of say, okay, God, whatever you want, however you want this to go, where we going?
Yeah,
That's when I started making progress through the fire.
That's good. One of the things that I want to elaborate on that she pointed out was letting go of our plan, right? I think that is so big, because we have this plan of what shoulda, coulda, woulda, and it doesn't always go like that. So when we can learn to let go, when we can learn to relinquish the control of our plan and just say, okay, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yep.
It's your plan. I might not understand it, I might not like it, I might not agree with it, and I might struggle with you a little bit. There might be a little bit of friction, which is what can get that fire going too. But eventually I'm going to let go. So I just want you guys to hear that. Let go of your plan. If it ain't working, give it to God and let him do what he do. Okay. My next question, my final question is, or it might be my final question. How did your definition of strong woman change because of your journey? How did your definition of strong woman change because of your journey?
So my definition of strong woman changed because of my journey, in a way where I went about life thinking that a strong woman was somebody who just had it together all the time, somebody who you never really saw them sweat. Every time that you saw them, they just seemed put together, no matter what was going on in their life. They just had it together. And I found myself attempting to be that strong woman. But there was a moment in time where God just kind of used some people, some of my sisters, to remind me, and God kind of made it plain that strong doesn't mean that you have it together. As a matter of fact, in my weakness, God's strength is made perfect. And so if I embrace where I'm not strong and I rely on him and lean on him, that's where the strength of a woman is defined. Me embracing or acknowledging where I'm struggling, and then leaning on the people that God has placed in my life, to me is a strong woman. Because we have, society has made it seem like we have to, like they have sold the story that as a strong woman, you have to endure all of these things. You have to take on so much without saying anything, just move about in silence, not even really speaking up for yourself. And so, and that was another part of it, just kind of enduring and bearing the weight of things in silence. And so, one thing that God showed me is that it's okay to speak up. It's okay to not engage in things that are not healthy for you, and kind of, you could say no, it's okay, and so it's, just
not the N word.
Yeah, the N word. So just, understanding that strength is not in how much you take on, but actually how much you let go and release and let God let go and let God.
Go and let God. That is so good. I think that oftentimes we think that as women, we have to do everything because we're mothers, we're wives, we're sisters, we're daughters, we're caretakers, we're workers, we're boss babes, all the different things. And I think for me, this feminist movement, the feminine movement has shifted us into I have to do everything, or I can do everything, or I am every woman, and things like that. When in reality, I tell people all the time, I'm not a boss chick, right? I'm doing my thing, but I need my tribe, right? I need my husband. I need my friends. I need my family. Right. I need the tribe. I'm all things tribe. I'm all things community. People might not think that, but I would give up every job that I ever have to have tribe and community, because I think it's that important.
It is.
And so I love that you said being strong is when you're able to reach out for help and you're able to say, hey, I'm sinking, I'm struggling, I'm not okay. This fire is consuming me, and I need some help to extinguish these flames. So that's good. You know, it makes me think of that song, Tried in the Fire, out as pure gold.
Absolutely.
All right, we get tried in the fire, right? But we come out refined. We come out as pure gold. We come out better and stronger and more beautiful and shinier when we allow ourselves to go through the fire. So my final question is, if you had something, you've given them wisdom and nuggets, you and Larae have given them wisdom and nuggets, what would be one thing you would leave to somebody that is currently in the fire right now? What would you tell them? And then we're going to close on that note.
I would say, don't let go of God's hand. Do not let go. No matter what you do, no matter what comes and what goes, let God be the person that you run to. Just don't let go of him, no matter what comes. Hang on to every word of God. Hang on to the fact that he's always there. The Bible says that he's close to the brokenhearted. And I am a witness that in my darkest moments, when I literally just like, I don't even want to do this anymore, God has shown up time and time again. He's always there. Don't let go.
All right. And on that note, we are closing. Crystal, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your vulnerability. I know it's not always easy to share about the things that we go through, but I am a big believer that our struggles are not our own, and they often help other people, which is why they are our testimonies. So I thank you for sharing. Look forward to more wisdom, more insight, more transformation, more motivation, self-care, shout outs, and feel good Fridays that will be coming your way. We hope you have an amazing Wednesday. We hope you are blessed. Stay safe. Share how you got out of a fire, or how you're going through the fire, or what is helping you so that you can help somebody else in the community. We love you. Be blessed. TG out.